That's a pretty insane first 15 seconds of the video, or 10 seconds? However long that was, right? Yeah, stay tuned for this one. This build, it might not be the most ridiculous raw damage build you've ever seen, but it's extremely ignorant, it's hilarious, and because of how stubby the build is, stuff like that happens. It's not the worst, it's not that bad. It's more funny than it is a problem. Trust. You'll see the other clips in a moment. They're gonna dispel your disbelief. This build is amazing. I promise you. All right, right into it. Let's go.
Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Here's the cover.
All right, so late aside, let's go ahead and get into the build, like just right into it, right into the build. I'm sure you're satisfied with everything you saw. You're interested in wanting to know what the build is. I'll go over the heart in a moment. I took it off because I don't want to hear the constant explosions of fiery Boom. So let's get straight into it. Starting with the weapon. Obviously, it's the Maw. That's right. We're going with the Maw. So there it is, right there. Stare at it. And read that. You see that? Like a new thing called Hastened. That wasn't here before. That came with the new content. It is a new premier weapon because you get it from doing. Yeah, I'm not telling you. Just know, you just got to go do the new things. Go do the new things. You'll get the weapon. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy that. But if you already have the weapon, well, there's a build for it now. You're watching. You want to find out? Yeah. Anyway, so Hastened. If you don't know what Hastened does, it's very simple. You could have did this in your own gameplay, but hey, I got you. It gives you 1% attack speed per stack. I mean, yeah, per stack. And you can get a lot of stacks on that. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, that's not that great. That's not very insane. Yeah, it is. You don't understand numbers. Stop it. Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to me because I know what I made and I know what I did. I know what you did. Yeah, you didn't expect that, did you? I know what you did. Anyway, enough about what you did. You see, anyway, I'm trying to reset my brain here. I went down the wrong direction. I got to get back to video games. Right. Forge Strikes. This is just very simple. It's the ash maker being shoved in there. It's just fire damage just thrown in there. It's great. I mean, 69, nice. We love that. And yeah, a blaze to the target. That's great too. It's fantastic, especially for bossing. It's a great boss killer. And then of course you have the Burning Rage because it wouldn't be a fire build without Burning Rage to boost your everything. Yeah. You know, like this is a very simplistic build. I mean, it's really akin to older fire builds that I've made in the past, except this one is a lot more ignorant, you know, like this one is just, you're just rushing in, you're going in, you don't care. I don't care, we don't care. Like everything's going to die. You just got to get through because you're late. Anyway, in the ring, nothing special, nothing crazy. You've seen it a million times before. If you made builds in this game before, then you probably understand how obvious of a ring setup this is. It's just weak link as a host, as the base, so you can have it as rapidly as possible because it's kind of the start of the show. Everything else is just, there. Right, I wouldn't really say these things matter because they kind of don't. But like, don't knock it. It's fine. It is what it is. It works. Like if anything, the main thing here is the affixes that I have: headhunting, fire damage, crit power. These are the main ingredients that you want to try to get as much as possible because these are less of a primary. This is much less of a primary item kind of build and more of a augment kind of build. And then we have the runes. Once again, there really isn't a rune for fire, so really just pick the stuff that allows you to get the things you want. In this case, I could not get fire to an agreeable point on this somehow. Don't ask me how. I don't even know. But yeah, so got the main ingredients though: crit power, headhunting. It really rears its ugly head in this build a lot, which is good because when things are ugly, things die. So crazy how that works, right? But I mean, what's really going on here? This is literally, if you've watched my last build video, then this is the same thing on both of these. As you can see there, it's not changing. Yes, same thing. This is just like a great setup for most builds, regardless. Even if it's not a lightning build, it's just a little bit extra crowd control, right? Especially since lightning is actually a viable secondary thing to throw on anything now, compared to before it was just kind of like a tickle. It's no longer tickle. All right, and now we got obsidian heart, hard heart, stone heart. Yeah. Anyway, I was trying to come up with a joke, but if I'm honest with you, I fell flat. I don't know. We got obsidian heart though. Obviously it's the only real choice for a fire build. You could say, what about the phoenix heart? You really want to die just so you can activate a nuke when you are the living nuke? You don't need to die. Yeah, that's right, you need to die to use this. So yeah, You know how hard it is to die once you understand how not to die? Sure, you can not build that way so you can actually use the Phoenix Heart, but also this is really annoying to use even at max at plus 18 because like, well, you got to get to 50 heat before you can even die to use the big damage, but usually by the time you build that up, you killed so many enemies, you probably just kill the boss anyway. So this has become so unnecessary that you have to die on purpose. This is like buying an expensive one of one model of a Rolls Royce. You know you don't need it. You already proved to everybody you got money. And then you know you're not going to drive it either. You're not going to use it. It's going to sit there forever. It's a one of one luxury vehicle. That's what Phoenix Heart is. It's so amazing in theory, but there's no reason to use it and no reason to drive it. It just looks good. But in actual use, just drive any other car. Anyway, so in this case, as I said, Obsidian Heart. Why'd you take so long to explain all that? Who cares about your joke? Shut the fuck up. All right, this is my video. This is my breakdown. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You understand that? Look at me. Look at my eyes. There are no eyes to look at. Just know I'm looking into yours. Don't tell me what to do. Just skip ahead like a normal person. Thank you. Mwah. Love you too. All right. Moving forward though. Headhunting, influx, you know, because there are plenty of times you might want to just throw out skills just for the funsies, as you saw in the clips, in the intro. Yeah, it's just there's fun skills to use. Actually, they're really fun to use. And then you got Unyielding Spirit for that brutal extra damage. I mean, obviously you get the resourcefulness too and the luck, but it's kind of irrelevant. If you're making a build like this, you probably don't care. Probably, right? I mean, it has Insatiable Heart. You're consuming money to live. So, yeah, the whole point of this build is that it's ignorant. It's stupid. You're creating situations where you will take some damage that you could have avoided. But don't worry. As long as you got money, you can fix it. That's the ignorant blissfulness. And next we have the Dragon Head as the necklace. Obviously, it's a fire build. What else did you expect? Really not much going on in the way of, well, anything important on this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very lazy putting this part together because I just wanted the fire stuff to do the fire thing. I mean, there's headhunting here. You got crit power. Really unlucky on the things that are on it. I'm not gonna lie. It could have been better, but bite me, right? But hey, they're there. The DPS is there. Trust. And ritual conductivity, you can switch that out with any one of these if you want to. But if I'm honest with you, it doesn't really matter. So, you know, pick is at your leisure what you want to throw in there. I just didn't care. It's a remix fire build with a new fire weapon from the new update stuff. So like, you know, it's essentially the same thing as older fire builds in the past. If you made one before, then you probably already know how these builds work. The only difference between this one and other fire builds in the past, truly, in my humble opinion, is how absurd it is with its ability to just walk through crowds of enemies, especially with these new crowds of enemies. I mean, seriously. Let's just quick run. Quickly. That's it. You can see how good this build is when it comes down to the brass tacks, right? Like, and just before someone asks the foolish question, but what about the the artifact? How long have you been playing this game? Do you think the artifact has any weight in this game at all? I mean, if anything, you just pick, like Tibia is like the ultimate item for any build, regardless whether you're using skills or not. It's just, shut up, stupid. Anyway, Tibia is just like the ultimate, like, just pick it anyway kind of item. It's fantastic. Other than that, I mean, you just throw in what you want. You want movement, you want aerial stuff, get some power leaves. I don't know. Like, listen, my go-tos are this one, which is just pure mobility, and this one, which is technically the same thing, but like, you know, with tibia for the chrono surge. But I mean, you can tell I never take it off no matter what the build is. Look at the level difference. Everything else, 67. No, why did I say that number out loud? Ugh. And then tibia. Like, it's like, yeah, you can see, like, there's just no reason. There's no variety in the artifacts when it comes down to making a strunk boy build. Now, let me take this off because that boom is banging my ears and I don't like that. Shut up, stupid. All right. So back to le room. I'm not even gonna go all the way to the room. It doesn't matter. That's it. That's the breakdown of the build right there. There it is. Hope you enjoyed that. If you didn't, why'd you stay? Okay, no, unironically, why'd you stay? You know what? If you stayed this long, I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Don't tell anybody. Of my next build, I'm bringing back an old classic. Everybody ends up using this, right? You play this game once. You probably ended up using this. I made a remixed, crazier version of it. You know, it's back. The death knell is back. The bell ringer is back. Just a little bit of a sneak peek. You know, I'm not gonna show off too much, you know. Yeah, you know, that's a little something in the works, all right? But yeah, you keep being great. Like, subscribe, whatever, hype or don't. I mean, that feature only works for like a day before it doesn't. I don't even think you get a, do you even get a full 24 hours for that feature when a video posts? I don't care. Enjoy yourself. Tell your mother you love her, and if she's not alive, tell your father. If he's not alive, tell somebody you love him. I don't know, figure it out. Damn, it's not that hard. You're sitting here watching a YouTube video. You can do that much, right? Right? But yeah, that's it. I don't know why you're still here. Goodbye.